We're looking at a legacy in Canon Pickett, switching to the offensive trenches.
The Great Wall of Mirrorball gets another foundational block. Tyson Bacon, I can see the NIL lining up for him. I mean, absolutely. And I'm sure the NIL lined up for him here in Miami. Like, I'm not saying he just, came out of the goodness of his heart. Like, I mean, that was part of it, but also NIL or the, payment from the house settlement, like that's part of the equation. So absolutely. Canon Pickett, 3-star offensive lineman. He's a top 50 interior lineman in the country on the composite. He'll probably stay there, maybe elevate a little bit. He's a double legacy. His brother, Booker Pickett Jr., is on the roster currently, and his father, Booker Pickett Sr., played here previously, and everything. So, cousin of DJ Pickett, the 5-star who went to LSU last year. So when we were mentioning, there's the lineman in the future and everything, his cousin, same last name, same family, and whatnot. That's what we're mentioning. So, Clemson did a really nice job trying to get Canon Pickett. But in the end, family legacy won out. And, I mean, I saw a couple people trying to say, well, Clemson has the best offensive line class in the country. And I'm like, just wait on Miami, bro. But, if you're saying without Canon Pickett, they have the best one in the country, there might not be a seat for him. But there's definitely a spot for him here. And I mean, there would have been a spot for him at Clemson if we're being perfectly honest. But yeah, this is a guy, plays tackle in high school. He can play both, but he's going to move inside, especially when we got, the 3 tackle commits are 6'7", 6'8", and 6'8". Like where Miami's recruiting to the physical prototypes at these positions now. Not having, a Trevor Darling, a 6'4.5", maybe 6'5", with average arm length guard, really playing outside. A Casey McDermott, 6'5", really a guard, played tackle in high school because all big dudes, really, the best big dudes play tackle, but not really, trying to push up and say, okay, we're a little undersized, and we're going to push them to the position. Now we're recruiting at and above the prototype size. So somebody who's 6'4", even with a good arm wingspan and arm length, such as Canon Pickett, will move inside. But this is a very good get. Tampa Bay Tech, they've had lots of different players. They recently had Dallas Wilson, the 5-star who ended up at Oregon and then transferring to Florida, I believe, was at Tampa Bay Tech with him last year. So this is a team and a program that, puts up Power 5 major, blue chip players on an annual basis. And again, the family legacy. His brother's on the team. His dad played here also. Bob's your uncle. There you go. So, yeah, man, this is another big get. And when you look at the offensive line, Miami could go get, it's probably going to be Brett Colajay or nothing at this point to add. But you have Ben Congdon, you have Jackson Cantwell, the #1 player in America. You got Joel Irvin, who should be a mid-high 4-star, if not pushing for 5-star at offensive tackle. You got Canon Pickett, you got Reese Woodrow. Like, you have a solid 5 already, and you still have room to take another big dude close to the ball. So, the Canon Pickett was the first one who committed yesterday, and then Tyson Bacon was the second. So we're starting to see the tangible movement. I use air quotes if you're listening to the to the audio podcast on this, because obviously nothing is set in stone until they sign and are announced by the collegiate program. But you're starting to see movement in terms of commitments for Miami on the trail. We have other guys who are scheduling their commitments for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 10th, 11th of July. I've seen like 5 or 6 different players scheduling in that range, guys that we're after. So we will see, if those guys go to Miami or if they choose otherwise. But again, if you're looking maybe 3-4 weeks out into, the holiday time in July, that's really when I think that's after the window of the official visits and when guys are going to sit down, make decisions before their senior year. But Miami is on the warpath, doing, incredible things in the world of recruiting, and really excited to see it.